You guys, this is how we are going to do this. I have purchased some turkey, okay, from the butcher. I'm going to throw some gloves on and we're going to get started. Here's the turkey, okay. I just wet it by accident. I got my lemons and limes going, and I have my seasonings. Everything is ready for me, and now I'm about to just throw on my gloves. Okay, so there's my turkey, and this is about, this was 4 legs, 4 legs, and I think 2 wings, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm shocked. You always get surprised at how the butcher chooses to cut your meat, and I'm gonna just cut some of these the extra skin off of that, and I'm gonna cut these up again, and then I'm gonna look at my meat to see all of this. I'm going to remove all of that extra. And then, of course, this has a bit of feathers left on it. See that? So we're going to remove all of that. And then I'm going to wash it with my lemon juice. And then I have some water boiling. So you have to boil your water. I have celery, some of the skin of the garlic, and I have the rind of 1 lemon. So let's get back to this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna clean it up, and I'll show you what it looks like once I've cut it up, cleaned it up, and then cleaned it with lemons. Edges removed, even the little things around the leg comes off of this. You have to take that off, pull it completely off. See, I cleaned them off and removed it. That's why it looks like a honeycomb. They were on the legs, just like the chicken. Now I'm going to season it with lemon. Okay, so now I'm done washing them with lemons. I'm going to take the hot water. Let me pour it over it. Okay, and so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dump that hot water. It's very hot, so be careful. You can see the steam coming off of it. Okay, and there's vinegar in that boiling water as well. So I'm going to rinse everything off, and then I'm going to wash the bowl, and I'm going to season it. All I did was the hot water bath, etc. Wash it with my lemon juice and limes and vinegar. There we go with the thyme. I have my Lowry seasoning salt, some cloves, okay, and I have my épices blendées. And the reason why it's that color is because I've used mostly red bell peppers with, of course, with the green, what is that called? Parsley. So I throw in some more. There's a Scotch bonnet, a little sprig of celery, and some lemon juice, and that's a leaf of a bay leaf, half of a leaf of a bay leaf. And I'm going to throw in about 2 tablespoons of mustard, and then some fresh garlic. Now I'm going to season and mix everything up together, okay? Sorry, my camera died. So my meat is completely seasoned, and now you can boil it. I'm going to boil this on a medium low, and then I'll let it do its thing. Once I notice that the water of the meat has thickened, you'll notice the color of the meat has changed as well. Then you're going to taste it, because then I know that the meat is cooked, and then you're going to taste it to see if it needs a little bit more salt, etc. So we're going to put that down, put the temperature down in a slow simmer to cook nice and even and deliciously. You guys, I'm so happy you guys are with me in the kitchen today, honestly. So let's complete this, and I'll show you guys the next step of what we're going to be doing. So completely boiled, and now this is what you can do with this is make it the turkey glue. If you want, you can deep fry it, but I choose to bake it. Some pieces have gotten a little bit darker. That's what happens when you leave a man in charge in the kitchen. So but it's still fine. It's beautiful, and like I always do, I always remove these, pull them out. I pull them out because they can get stuck in the throat of a child, so I remove them. I started to on this one. Oops, it's breaking apart. But for the most part, a lot of the pieces I've already removed, like this one. It's completely removed. I've removed all of them. And so now I'm going to make the sauce, you guys. I'm going to saute some onions, bell peppers. Now that it's translucent, I'm going to add my tomato paste to fry with it. About 2 tablespoons. I'm going to just make a well here. Open it. Space for it. Drop that in. So, because tomato paste is so thick, we're going to add a little bit of the water that boiled the turkey right into it, just a tad. Give it just a sizzle. Okay? And loosen it up. There we go. Thin it out. Gonna let it fry. Again, let it saute with the peppers and onions. Looking for sizzle, throwing about 4 cloves of garlic right into there. Gonna lower the flame as well. And I'm going to add the juice, the water that boiled the turkey. Okay. And stir. And let it reduce. Now while it's at this stage, you want to taste it, and mine is missing a little tad bit of salt, so I'm going to add 1 Maggi cube. Just crush it and drop it in there. And let that melt. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some macaronis. I'm going to wash it and put it in. You can see it's not a lot at all. We're not putting too much in. Okay. Dump them in, let them come to a boil. The noodles in, okay? I'm going to put in some fresh thyme. Remember, keep layering your flavors. And once you put the noodles in, you have to keep stirring it because it will stick to the bottom. So the sauce is complete. It's thick now, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the meat to it. Put it right in the sauce. This is all I'm doing right now. Just putting them. And then my parsley right in there. I chopped up some fine parsley. And I'm going to stir it again. So if you see, I've pulled up some of the noodles. What you want to do is before you put the meat in, which I honestly forgot to pull the noodles out, I would put them to the side, but it's fine. That's why I don't put too much, because what happens is the noodle begins to absorb the sauce. So this is perfectly fine. And what I have now is to put my onions on top and my bell peppers. The bell peppers, make it nice and purty. And then that's it. I'm just going to drizzle some of the sauce on top. And just submerge the peppers just a tad, not too much. And this is it for our turkey sauce.